Flying Raijin Jutsu, one of the most legendary space-time ninjutsu in shinobi history. Just imagine a jutsu that allows a shinobi to teleport instantly across battlefields, evade deadly attacks, and outmaneuver even the strongest foes, all within a single technique. Created by Tobirama Senju and sensationalized by Minato Namikaze, this iconic ability became a symbol of unstoppable speed and precision. Now, Boruto has redefined this legendary technique for a new era in Two Blue Vortex. Today, we're breaking down Boruto's unique take on the Flying Raijin Jutsu, how he's adapted it, and why it's a true game changer in his arsenal. To understand Flying Raijin Jutsu, you must first understand what space-time ninjutsu is. Space-time ninjutsu is an advanced ability that allows a ninja to manipulate the space-time continuum, which combines space and time into one seamless concept. With space-time ninjutsu, a shinobi can create dimensional voids to instantly teleport themselves or their target to another location. For example, all summoning based techniques are space-time ninjutsu because you're literally warping the targets through a dimensional void to the summoner's location, which is bending the very fabric of space and time to create shortcuts through reality. Boruto's Flying Raijin Jutsu is classified in this category of space-time ninjutsu. Let's break down how Boruto's variation of Flying Raijin works exactly. Boruto uses his Flying Raijin by marking metal objects with his chakra and then activating his Otsutsuki Teleportation ability to accurately teleport to the location of the marked object. He really showcases his genius by specifically utilizing metal objects because the material is a great conductor of chakra. So Boruto's variation of Flying Raijin was engineered specifically to more precisely control his innate Otsutsuki space-time teleportation ability that frequently produced quite random teleportation outcomes. So he really wanted to mitigate this volatility of the space-time ninjutsu that Otsutsuki's use. So obviously the framework of Boruto's jutsu took inspiration from his grandfather Minato Namikaze's usage of the original technique. So Boruto is quite frankly using the Flying Raijin technique as a framework for his Otsutsuki space-time teleportation, essentially making the Flying Raijin technique a catalyst or a stabilizing mechanism for controlling the more chaotic and raw Otsutsuki teleportation ability. So in essence, to make things simple, the Flying Raijin framework acts like a steering wheel that helps Boruto drive the massive engine of the Otsutsuki teleportation power. Something else to note is that according to Kashin Koji, who used his prescience divine technique to share future wisdom with Boruto, it would originally have taken Boruto about 6 years to develop and hone this Flying Raijin technique through trial and error. However, in the current timeline, after Koji imparts the mechanics and main theories of the technique to him, Boruto was able to master it in about 2 years of non-stop training. Even so, currently in the manga, Boruto remarks he's not as skillful as his grandfather with the jutsu, as it takes him extra time to focus on the marked items that are further away from him. So this actually highlights the level of natural skill and talent that Minato possessed with the technique, considering Minato would scatter hundreds of Flying Raijin kunai marked with his technique formula at his enemies and then be able to accurately teleport to a specific kunai even though they looked all the exact same. Additionally, it is noteworthy to say that Minato and Tobirama were both sensory type shinobi, which likely helped them use Flying Raijin more effortlessly, considering skilled sensor types can sense any chakra within a radius of several dozen kilometers, and as well as hone in on specific chakra signatures and perceive its movements in greater detail. This can be seen in the series as Tobirama Senju and Minato Namikaze are able to detect the presence and number of nearby enemies by simply touching the ground with their fingers. That said, Boruto still is able to pay homage to Minato by using similar Flying Raijin combination attacks with Rasengan, just like his grandfather. A cool detail that I also noticed about Boruto's Flying Raijin variation is that it allows Boruto to travel to different dimensions, considering he's really using the Flying Raijin concept as a controlling catalyst for the Otsutsuki space-time teleportation ability that he has. So we know that the Otsutsuki Teleportation ability, you can go to any dimension you want. There's no bounds to the technique. That said, Boruto's Flying Raijin technique works best when the target is within his line of sight, making, the translocation quick and accurate. However, when the object is farther away, it becomes more challenging, especially if there are multiple similar objects. Now, to solve this, Boruto uses a bit of ingenuity. He uses a variety of uniquely shaped metal objects like, Sasuke's sword, shuriken, metal jewelry, and pins, as well as symbols from Koji's scout toads to help him clearly identify and teleport to the right object he's marked, even over long distances. Another fun fact is that this jutsu is sometimes called Hiraishin, so this roughly translates to lightning rod in English. That nickname is a reference to how the technique works. Just like a lightning rod, it attracts lightning because it's made of a conductive material, usually metal. So the chakra or seals used in Flying Raijin Jutsu act like anchors, pulling the user out of the dimensional void and instantly teleporting them to the marked location, kind of like how the lightning rod attracts lightning to that specific location. So Boruto's variation, I would actually say, is more similar to this concept of the lightning rod than Tobirama and Minato's, because of his exclusive usage of targets that are only made out of highly conductive materials such as metal, and the fact that he's imbuing his chakra within the conductive material versus placing a jutsu formula on the certain objects. I also feel like there is symbolism within Boruto utilizing this technique that essentially died with Minato, the 4th Hokage, during the 4th Great Shinobi War. Flying Raijin really symbolizes Boruto's connection to his legacy. It's a nod to his grandfather Minato, who is also the creator of the Rasengan, and it's a sign of how he's blending the traditional shinobi techniques with his unique Otsutsuki powers. This ties further into how Boruto must stop rejecting and embrace his Otsutsuki powers in order to truly save the shinobi world from the divine trees. The combination of ninja prowess and Otsutsuki prowess is the secret weapon that cannot be underestimated. But overall, Boruto's Flying Raijin variation perfectly complements his fast-paced fighting style, giving him a way to really counter the monstrous abilities of his enemies. It's a versatile jutsu, offering both offensive and defensive advantages, and I'm really excited to see how Boruto continues to evolve and develop new strategies with this technique in Two Blue Vortex. That concludes this episode of Boruto Ninja Knowledge. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure that you subscribe for more Boruto content, and I'll check you guys later. Peace.